Today we will study equations and how to solve them. There are two basic styles of equations, one where we move terms and one where we remove the coefficients. Let's look at this first equation. 31 equals z minus 53. The terms are quantities are separated by a plus or minus sign or an equality. So there are three terms to this particular equation. The goal in solving an equation is to move terms around from left to right, right to left, such that all the unknown terms are on one side and all the constant terms are on the other side. So in this particular problem, I'm going to move negative 53. Technically, we add 53 to both sides. And so therefore, when we add 53 to both sides, the right-hand side gives me just z, and the left-hand side is 84. I don't bother showing this step right here. I just take that original equation, pick up the negative 53, and when I move it to the other side, it has to become the opposite. Instead of negative 53, it becomes plus 53, and it's removed from the right-hand side. So I think that's a quicker mode rather than adding 53 to both sides. But remember, an equation is a balance. So you got to do whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Second example, how about x plus 15 equals 20? It doesn't matter whether we leave the x on the left side or we leave the z term on the other side. We just want to isolate quantities. So I'm going to pick up the 15. Remember, I pick it up, and when I drop it on the other side, it becomes the opposite, negative 15. And so it's gone from the left, and the final answer, if we do the arithmetic, is just 5. Now let's look at a slightly different style equation. How about 30 equals 6n? We still have two terms, 30 and 6n, but a part of a term, the 6 is a part of the term, that's called the coefficient. The way we remove coefficients is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient. So we're going to take 30 divided by 6. We're going to take 6n and divide it by 6. Notice the 6's cancel. That leaves me n. And on the left-hand side, the answer is 5. Another problem. How about x over 3 is equal to 9.3? Well, let's interpret the x divided by 3. Another way of saying x divided by 3 is x times the reciprocal of 3, definition of division. And so x times the reciprocal of 3 is another way of saying it is 1/3 times x equals 9.3. I want to remove this coefficient because it's fractional. It's easier not to divide both sides by 1/3, but to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/3 is 3. And I'm multiplying the left side by 3 if I multiply the right-hand side by 3. Notice this cancels and gives me 1x or x. And 3 times 9.3 is 27.9. Finally, let's take 4 over 21 is equal to 2/7 times n. Well, the coefficient of the n term is 2/7. So I need to multiply both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of 2/7. So 7/2 times the left-hand side. And if I do 7/2 times the right-hand side. Notice this product here gives me just 1n or n. Over here, it's best if you don't multiply right away, but reduce first. So 2 and a 2, 1, 2 and a 4, 2, 7 and 7, 1, 7 and 21, 3. So 1n equals 2/3, or in itself is 2/3.